ain't gotta be perfect, long as you down to put the work in. If when it comes to the bullshit you allergic, well, you just might be my kind of person. Welcome to the syndicate, where real estate wholesaling is what the business is. Ain't gotta talk about it when you out here living it. So if you out here getting it, then welcome to the syndicate. Welcome to the syndicate.
All right, what is up, guys? You are watching the #1 wholesaling show in the world, the Wholesaling Syndicate Boiler Room, where we do it like no one else does. If you guys are brand new, you don't know what the deal is, let me break it down for you really quickly. We have this bucket here. I don't have the exact number. I'll get it for you guys shortly. But last I checked before I left and joined these two gentlemen right here, I think we had like 25 or so people in there waiting to have their names called. And this bucket looks pretty filled. So I'm going to pull some names. If their name gets pulled, we're going to bring them here on the show with us. They're going to get 5 hot PPL leads from our sponsor, LeadZolo. They're fresh, they're brand new, they're ready to be called, ready to be closed, and they're going to take it as far as they can. So we have big mix of people. We've had people that are brand new, never made a call before in their life, close their first deal on the show. We've had people that are more experienced, that know what they're doing, running big teams. So it's fun. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what if the lead's going to answer. You don't know if they're serious or not, if they're motivated, if it's the right time, or they're eating dinner. You don't know if this person has ever made a sales call ever. Never mind, just done a wholesale call. But luckily, we have the badass closer panel today. We have myself. If you guys don't know me, I'm Kai Logue. We have the man, the myth, the legend, RJ Bates, the king closer. We got the badass closer as well, Property Profits, Travis Wells. And we're here. So at any point they need help, we're going to be in their ear, giving them tips. We're counting on you guys too to give them tips so they can see the comments. So make sure if you guys have tips for them, you have feedback, you have thoughts, whatever, you just want to talk shit, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear it. It makes it more fun. And yeah, we're gonna lock up some deals today. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna introduce the closers real quick. RJ, excited to have you here again, bro. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm just honored that me and Travis made the intro video. I mean, that's how professional this is run. I mean, did you see that, Travis? We're on
I got it going on.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. This is a lot of fun. I know Travis does this like every other week, but it's my second time being back. So, man, I'm excited. Let's close some deals.
It's my third time.
Might as well be time number 100.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, Caesar said he's that meathead over there. Man, look at that. Caesar's talking some trash on the stash over there.
It's all right. This stash is gonna get some deals tonight.
It's me, it's Travis. We come to close the deals. But now I'm excited. Yeah, so for us, we've only had, I think, one live. Every other deal we've had has been closed the next day or after with people following up. And again, if you guys in the back room and you guys can hear me, if your name gets pulled, these are your leads. Follow up with them. Treat them like gold. They are gold. They're great leads from LeadZolo. So don't just call them tonight and like, oh, they didn't answer. It's bullshit. Fucking follow up. Like most of the deals always come from the follow up. It's very rare that someone answers the first time you try to call them. It's very rare they answer and they close on that first time you call them. So it's all in the follow up.
Who closed that one live that time that you were talking about?
I think it was just Travis Wells guy.
I did it. Don't do that.
I know we have to break that today and get another one live for sure. Yeah. But yeah, guys, and if you want to put your name in the bucket, it's free. All you gotta do is sign up, show up. So many people talk a big game, but there's so many people who are afraid to put their name in the bucket because it's not easy to make live calls, but this is your chance. So I'm excited. I'm ready to close some deals. Real quick, Travis, I didn't really give you a chance. Or do you guys want to give a quick intro on who you guys are for anyone who might not know you yet?
Well, I mean, y'all know RJ got the belt, team closer.
Get all the belts.
Y'all got to rename me to Stash after tonight. All right. If y'all don't know me,
at least for the next couple of weeks until you change it up.
Yeah, I got to change it up. That's funny. I woke up one morning. I was like, I'm going to shave my head and I'm going to grow a stash. Anyway, Travis got a podcast, Property Profits, close some deals here and there, and stoked to be here.
I'm excited, man. Yeah, I feel the energy. So let's close some deals. Guys, if you haven't already, let us know where you're at in the comments. And you guys are going to close some deals today. Let us know too. So I'm shuffling, I'm shaking them, I'm not looking. Let's see who we got first. I feel like I got one. We ran out of fake money, so we got this regular paper now, like peasants. But we have Sergio C. Sergio C. I'm gonna go ahead, and Bree is gonna do all the magic. She does all the intro videos and all the shit. I just come here and run my mouth. So hopefully she has that. And I don't think I sent her the leads yet. And I'm gonna drop all these in here for you guys. Hopefully for Sergio gets in here in case he wants to steal all these from himself. But yeah, there's those 3 links. First one, they're all, we go to the Google Sheets and hopefully make them shareable. But that way we us in the closer back room can follow along and know what leads we're on. But sounds like he's coming. All right. We got Florida, Orlando. We got some of these up here too. So we got Osborne. Coffee. We got so many comments. We don't have time to go through them all. So let's bring Sergio on. Sergio, how's it going, man? You hear us?
You hear him?
Can you hear me?
Sergio.
Sergio cannot hear us. But man,
I can.
Oh, there he is.
All right, what's going on?
I'm like,
What's
did we
up,
get
man?
a deaf
Can you
caller
guys hear
for the
me?
first time? We
Yeah,
can.
we
We can hear you loud
Hey,
and clear.
can you guys hear me now?
We can hear you. 10-4, big buddy.
We definitely hear you. Can you hear us?
I hear myself echoing. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
That's all right. It doesn't
I think
matter.
you're on the wrong
It's easy to
show.
close the deal.
I can hear you guys. Yeah.
First time's never as smooth as you want it to be. So, but okay. So you're still in the Zoom room, Bree said. Luckily, we have her there to
All right.
keep us on track. Hey, leave the Zoom room, and you should be good with it with the microphone issues or mute Zoom. Yeah, Jacob said. Thank you, Jacob. But yeah, I think you just have the double mics delay between
All
YouTube
right, cool.
and Zoom. Danny said. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
But so I'm gonna drop the link in here,
All
so
right,
hopefully you can hear.
so now I
hear
can't
me.
hear anything.
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe some settings, audio.
So, all right. Can you guys hear me?
We can. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Smooth.
Boom. Just like that. We're live.
Let's go.
Awesome, bro. So, hey, if you check here, so you'll see on the right-hand side, there's a comments. That's everybody online. If you go right below that, you'll see a private chat, and you should see a Google link. If you click that link, you should have all the leads up. And then whenever you're ready, feel free to click them, pull them up. Yeah. And as you're doing that, real quick, do you want to give us a quick introduction? Sergio, I think it's your first time here on the show. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But did you want to give us a quick introduction on who you are, where you're from, what your background is, how long you've been wholesaling?
Sure. Yeah. So Sergio Carrero, 35 years old, coming out of Totowa, New Jersey, and I've wholesaled, I'd say, like a couple years on and off. And I joined RJ's mentorship a couple months back. I'm full-time solar sales district manager. So just trying to find my way back into wholesaling as well. But yeah, excited to be here. Get some
I love
calls
it, man.
going. Lock
right.
up a deal.
Hey, you said you're part of TU, so I better hear the damn closers for me, or I'll have to chew you up.
You're gonna hear it, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, cool. So I got the lead sheet up. All right. So where would I be making the calls from, guys?
So ideally, you got like a cell phone or something. Or
Okay.
Are you on a headset that you're calling on?
I am.
We just want to make sure that we can hear the seller. So if you can, you might have to do it on like speakerphone.
All right, cool.
Is that vodka?
No.
You got going on?
pronounced vodka.
No vodka.
What's happening over there?
Are you guys
Hey.
helping with the comps, or can you guys
Yeah.
help with the comps? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll help you. Kai, is he starting off with the one on like Prospect Street?
Yeah, it should be right. Is that what you see, Sergio?
Yeah.
I do. Where that one doesn't have like state
fuck.
or
My
anything
bad.
else.
Hold on. I'm not prepared.
No problem.
Fucking up again. I messed up the webhook, so I had to like manually copy these last minute because I like to wait till the last minute to do things for some reason. Which, if you guys are listening, it's not a good habit to have. All right, this one is done. Okay, where the fuck are you? This one is in Covington. Okay, Covington, VA. I'm gonna put that in there for you. I'll add it to the sheet. Yeah, 24426. For some reason, I put part 3 in there first. All right, that's why I can find it. So he said the Zoom meeting is lagging. Yeah, Zoom was down today, bro. They were shut the fuck down for quite a while. They came back like half an hour or like an hour before we did this. I didn't know what we were gonna do for the back room. So yeah,
Hey,
if you guys,
sir, real quick, man. We'll be in the private chat dropping like ARVs and like MAOs and stuff like that for you. Okay.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. All right, so we'll start down. Start down this Covington one.
but yeah, so we have Sergio. I don't know. Do you know how many people were in the Zoom room with you before you hopped over?
Let's say like 19.
Nice. Cool. So yeah, I didn't know we're gonna do about Zoom because I didn't know if it was gonna be up, but looks like they figured their shit out. So
I knew my name was getting picked first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Law of attraction, man.
All right, cool. All right, let me know if you guys could hear it. Start calling now. And these were filled out on a lead form, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Can you guys
Lead
hear that?
Zolo. Yeah.
We're how many? 25. Oh, yeah. James said 23 now. Bree just said 25. So it looks like we got some late hopper ins.
409623036. I don't know if you guys could hear this. You guys hear the beep?
Yeah, I hear the
Sounds like it's disconnected.
weird ringtone. Yeah.
So that one's done. Move on to the Greenwich. Okay. All right. 419. So that's another disconnected number, the Greenwich.
Yeah, I get some. Yeah, keep calling. I got They said it is last minute, so I'll send you a couple more. If,
No problem.
I'll add them to the sheet.
All right. So we are in South Starlight. Third one.
That's where Freddy Krueger grew up. Look at that
That's
place.
it. We better lock them up.
I flipped a house there in Wasilla.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Hello, is Reginald there?
You're speaking to him, man. Who's calling?
Hey, Reginald, this is Sergio. I'm actually calling about the property on South Starlight. You had entered it on our website. Are you still interested in selling that property?
Yes.
All right, awesome. How much are you looking to get for it?
It's valued at 110,000.
110,000.
Yes. What is valued at?
Okay, cool.
It's 2 acres.
2-acre property. Okay. All right. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
Well, I want to move from where I'm at. I want to buy something different. It's time for a change.
Okay. Where you headed next?
I'm going to stay in the state of Alaska. I don't know where yet, but I want to buy something different.
Okay. And what can you tell me about the property?
Well, it has a house. It's got a greenhouse. It has berry bushes. It's manicured lawn in the back and in the front. And it has a huge lilac tree in the front. It's fenced in. It's a decent sized property. It's one of the biggest properties up here on the hill.
Okay. What kind of condition is it in?
Well, the house was built in 1950s. In 1950, so the house is very old.
Okay.
Definitely very old.
Okay. Have you done any remodeling to it?
No, I can't afford it.
Okay. And how did you come up with the 110?
Because that's what the house is valued at. In the last survey, the last tax assessment, the house was valued at $110,000.
Okay, tax assessment?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see. I'm looking online. I'm trying to look for some comparable properties, but it doesn't look like a lot of action is taking place over there. So I ask how you came up with the number.
Because that's what the tax assessment value is on this house.
No, I understand. Let's see. And you said the property hasn't had any remodeling done to it in a while, right?
No.
Okay.
And Sergio, again, you get the private chat if you need it.
Yeah, it looks like one sold for 95, but it had some work done. So I mean, what's got you interested?
Well, we put a furnace in the house when they put natural gas on the street. We did have a furnace put in that would consist of an upgrade because it was done on propane. We went ahead and put in the line. We put the furnace in. We paid the whole thing off all at one time. So that was probably the upgrade. We put it in a greenhouse in the backyard. We put in a new leach field when we first moved in. Let me see what else. We put the fence in. And that's really about it as far as that goes.
I got you. And I guess, are you living in this property now?
Yes.
All right. And do you have somewhere to go once you sell this property?
No, but that could be arranged.
Okay.
I suppose.
Do you need to sell this one first in order to buy the next one?
Yes.
Okay. And do you happen to owe any money on the property?
Yes, I do. I still have a mortgage.
Okay. So,
The mortgage is almost paid off.
okay.
I've never taken any equity out of this house whatsoever.
Okay.
I've lived here for over 16 years.
Okay. Awesome. So you've been there quite a while. What's got you wanting to get rid of it?
I just want to move. I just went off this hill. Just can't deal with the craziness anymore up here.
Craziness?
I want more peace. Well, I just want peace. You know, I just want some peace in my life.
So selling this property is going to help you have some peace?
Yes, it will.
Okay. How much do you need to walk away with on this thing?
90, I would be happy.
You got 90?
If I could get 90 for this property, I would walk away in a heartbeat.
Okay.
The simple fact, it's 2 acres.
2 acres. Okay.
It's 2 acres, and then the people that you can't build behind me because somebody owns the property. The guy is going to leave the property in the natural state, so nobody's going to be living behind me. And it's the property behind it is going to stay woods, is what it is now. I still have trees on my property. I kept a lot of the trees on the property because I like the trees. I've worked this property for a number of years. It's a really good piece of property. I just want more privacy, peace and quiet.
Gotcha.
I'm 63, and I'm just, this is the last stage of my life, and I want peace and quiet. I don't want to be around a lot of people anymore.
I gotcha. Is that like a busy area over there?
No, not really. It is an up and coming neighborhood of people that have built houses here. A lot more houses have gone up. It's also close to the port. Once that goes in, once the bridge goes in, then those places, the property values are going to go sky high. The closer you get to Port McKenzie, the property values go higher.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening.
I gotcha. So I definitely would love to try to help you out and get you out of there and, get you some peace in your life. I'm taking a look around the area. I really don't see a lot of action. Do you happen to know of any similar properties that have sold in that area? That have sold for that price you're looking for?
40 an acre. There's a lady is selling her house 2 houses down from me. Her house is valued at $172,000, and it's just an acre.
Just 1 acre? Is it
Just
the
1
same?
acre.
Was it the same year build, same condition,
No,
same use?
no, it's a newer model. It's a
Newer
newer
model?
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said,
Condition.
okay, how far away is it?
It's well, you got 2 properties over from mine.
Okay. So 170, newer build. And you said something about not being able to build on your property or do any.
Well, they can't build behind me because somebody already owns that property, so they retain their privacy. Whoever buys this will retain their privacy.
Gotcha.
Nobody would be able to build behind them because the guy that owns the property doesn't want to build on that property.
Gotcha. So I'm taking a look at some pictures on Zillow. Did you have this listed before? I see a number of photos. Does it still look like the pictures that are online?
No, the property's completely different.
Okay.
I don't know what's on Zillow. I haven't seen the pictures.
Okay.
So I don't know when the last time pictures were taken.
It looks like from the street, there's a lot of stuff outside. Tires, a lot of trash.
A lot of that stuff, yeah, yep. A lot of that
Some
stuff
trailers.
is
Yeah.
gone. A lot of that stuff is gone.
And the house would.
Most of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the house is a grayish color bungalow style house.
Yeah.
The trailer that's out there would go. That would come with me. A lot of the stuff that is here would be gone.
Okay.
So, John, I don't know if you can hear us, but I'd ask the question that RJ said in the private chat.
So why do you want to? Have you tried anything else to sell the property?
Well, I don't want to put any money. I don't want to deal with a realtor. I don't want to have to deal with all of that. I don't want to have to go through that. No, it's too much.
How come?
Yeah. Why do you want to sell to an investor?
Well, because I want to be able to walk away. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And with a realtor, you're tied into all of this stuff. You have to go back and forth and haggle over prices. I don't want all that. I'm not going to deal with that. No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see how that could be a headache. All right, so obviously convenience and not having to deal with all of that and a quick, easy sale is important to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Are you getting are you getting any offers on this property now?
No, because I haven't really spoken about selling it to anybody.
Okay. So is this something you're looking to do maybe down the road, or is something you like to get done as soon as possible?
Well, I would like to be able to move this summer, as a matter of fact. I'd like to be out of here this summer.
This summer?
If it's possible. Yes.
Okay. Do you need to move by this summer, or is it okay if it happens sometime later?
nobody
No, I
moving.
would prefer to have this done by the end of the summer.
Is there a specific month maybe you have in mind, or
August.
August?
I just want to want this finalized. I want to be able to walk away by August 1st.
Okay. So you have no issues waiting till August 1st.
No, but there is another place that I do have my eye on. And the lady's looking to be out of her place in June. And hers is 3.5 acres. And it's the right price for me. She's only asking 60, so that would be a good price for me.
Okay. So she's actively selling this place now, and it'll be available June 1st.
Yeah.
So ideally, you'd be selling this property before then, so that you can buy that one and get into that one.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That would be the ideal situation to do.
Okay.
Because I'm on disability, whatever money that I make, I can't have it too long. So whatever money I make, I have to be able to walk into something new right away. I can't have cash sitting in a bank account. It doesn't count against me.
Wait, can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Well, because of disability, you can't have cash. You can't have a check sitting in your bank account because that counted as income. So whatever money I make off this house, I have to automatically put into something new right away. Otherwise, it counts against me.
Okay. All right. All right. So this is basically how this would work. If you and I can come to an agreement on price today, what I would do is I would send you over a simple 2-page contract. We would go over that. It's just basically going to say that you're going to sell me the house for whatever price we agree to. Once you sign that agreement, we're going to come out. We'll do a walkthrough. We're going to do an inspection of the property. Just verify that the condition is everything that you said to me on the phone. If it is, then we'll close on your price and your timeline. But if it's not, then we'd have to revisit price and timeline. Is that fair?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Just given everything that you're telling me and the fact that honestly there's really not a lot going on there and the property needs work, I just need to know based on your situation so that we can get you into this new house before June and make this as easy and smooth as possible for you, even willing to work with you however you need to get the funds going, so that it doesn't affect you. Just understanding, what you owe on the property and what you need to get into this new one. If we were to come in and we were to buy the property cash as is, there's no realtor commissions and we cover all the closing costs, what is the absolute best price that you can do for me?
Well, the lady's asking 60, so I would probably ask Home? Closing costs means you would pay the mortgage off?
No, anything that you own the property, the mortgage, and prorated taxes, that just gets deducted from the price. Everything else you walk away from. That's cash in your pocket.
Okay, so because now I'm thinking figure this out in my head real quick. I owe at least another say 15,000 on the mortgage. There was a loan to what else? I just need to be able to walk away with something. Because I've never, like I said, I've never taken any equity out of this house whatsoever. I've never borrowed against this house, ever. So, I just want to be able to make a little bit of money, have something a little bit extra, and enough to buy this other property that I'm interested in. Yeah, so I would say probably the lowest I would want to go is 80. Is that fair enough? Hello?
Yeah. I don't think so. Is that the best you can do?
Well, what are you guys offering? What would your offer be? I mean, give me a figure as to what you would purchase the house at.
The range I'm at is just considering everything again, we got to do a walkthrough, but we're probably, for it to really make sense for an investor, you're going to be a lot closer to 50,000. But again,
I paid. Well, see, the thing about it is I paid more for this house than 50,000.
right.
So I would be losing money if I were to sell at your asking price, because I paid more for this house than what you're offering to buy it at.
Gotcha. How long have you lived in the home?
16 years.
16, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, to come across a 2-acre piece of property, it's hard to come by. You're going to pay up the nose.
Yeah.
Price values up here are going higher.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand.
And I just want to be able to walk away with something to purchase what I'd like to buy.
Sure. That makes, that obviously makes a lot of sense. If you want to sell to an investor, there's a lot of different things that, we take on, and for the numbers to make sense for our end, like holding costs, repairs, closing costs, 2 sets of closing costs. And again, I mean, you can, I said, I know you don't want to list it with the realtors and things like that. You can give that a shot, but obviously, that comes with its own, cost and headaches.
So what about, would you guys be willing to accept 65? Just asking. Would you take this house for 65,000? Because I cannot sell this house for less than what I paid for. I cannot accept this house for $50,000. I can't accept that.
What?
That's less than what well, because I paid more than what you would be buying it at.
Yeah. I'm just trying to understand why that's important. That's all. Why is that so important to you?
Well, because I paid more for this house and I can't accept selling it for less.
Gotcha. It's just, obviously you've lived in it for a while, and I don't know what it was worth back then. I can only tell you what it's worth now. but if just based on what you're telling me, if you do want to sell to an investor and, peace of mind and, getting into this new property and it being smooth as possible, I mean, we're definitely going to have to be closer to that number just so I wouldn't waste your time. I know you don't want your time wasted.
Right.
But I mean, what happens if you don't sell this property, say by, June?
Well, then I lose out. I lose out on the property that I want, and then I have to stay in this house. Then I won't sell it. If I lose the piece of property that I'm after, then there's no sense in me selling this house.
Gotcha. So I mean, does 50,000 set you that far back? And it might be able to do a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure right now. That's a number that I feel comfortable with. But does it set you that far back in terms of being able to get to where you want to get to? Like, are you still able to get into this new property? Like, would those numbers make it work for you and get you into this new house? Again, what we offer is
Okay, well, hey, I'm his partner. So what about this? What about like 60? And then later on, whenever you flip the property, because the property is going for about 40,000 an acre, just the acreage, and it's up and coming, and it's just a short drive from downtown, and it's just right out of town. It's a nice little area. You can just you can check the property list online. But so 60 now, and then later on, whenever you flip it and make a percentage on the profit.
one more time.
So you know how whenever you buy the property, you're an investor, right?
Yeah.
So you take the property and fix it up, and then you flip it.
Yeah.
And you'll probably make 150 or whatever. I don't know what the number would be, but it can be pretty good, especially at 60. So later on, maybe you can collect residuals.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't even know if we might not flip it.
Okay.
But again, I don't know if you've been able to listen to most of the conversation on my end, but I know Reginald's not looking to list the property, and I got a basic idea what's going on, but it sounds like he wants to sell to an investor for convenience, and just it sounds like this thing's a big headache for him. Like I can tell you guys right now, dealing with the right investor, I can tell you ourselves, like if you were to, and again, I don't want to waste you guys' time, right? I can make you guys just any offer and tell you what you want to hear, and but if we could agree on a price, we're gonna pay the closing costs. There's not gonna be realtor commissions. You guys are gonna have to deal with a bunch of headaches, insurance, and things like that. And I understand, your dad's trying to get into the other property. And then, he's also needs the money to, happen a certain way. So happy to work with him on that. Just have to see if you guys can work with us on price.
Sergio,
I don't know what's more important to you guys.
ask that question.
Yeah. Well, have you guys? You obviously probably looked up the property and done what we lived around the area.
Definitely, yeah. It's just not a lot of action going on there. Not yet, at least. I know you say it might be up and coming, but
See what's been going on around here, just from my perspective.
Ask that question,
Sergio.
Sergio.
8 years, and a lot of the property's getting bought up around here, and they're bulldozing the lots, and they're building brand new houses, and they're coming around and selling them for 150, 160. So there's a lot of cost overhead and all that.
gotcha. Obviously, and again, we don't know exactly what we'll do, but considering cost of building. But just curious, like, does $35K in your pocket after everything that's owed, does that give you guys peace of mind and getting the house that you guys want?
everything owed, is that considering the house that he's trying to buy?
One more time.
So are you calculating the $60,000 property he's trying to buy, and that after the fact?
Just calculating what he said he owes on the property.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's probably 15. He has a $5,000 loan, and then he wants to buy a piece of property for 60. You can walk away with 10 grand after all that. Yeah, I mean, if I walk away with 10 grand, that's 10 grand, and that's still good for the money. I'm not looking to walk away with $100,000 in my pocket. No way. That's not realistic. He just wants a place to live after this. Not try to sell it and not have a place to live. He doesn't want to pay mortgage, and it's just a big headache on him. And he's getting older, you know, so just 10 grand would last him a long time.
Yeah. Have you guys had any other offers on it?
No, this is our first inquiry about it.
Okay. What if we do 55K pending the walkthrough and the inspection? And again, that'd be covering all the closing costs. No realtor commissions, just straight cash sale.
55K. That's after.
Pending inspection, of course.
Yeah, pending inspection. So 55K. So that'd be 55. 80K. So we have to pay loans off too.
No.
So how does that sound?
Well, we have to pay loans off. So 55K would break us down into what? That would be about 40K after the loans are paid off. That wouldn't even get him his property. So she set firm on the price of 60 for her property. I don't want to have to go. I don't want to have to pay another mortgage. I just want to be able to hand her a check for $60,000 and have her walk away, and then me own the property. That's all I want to do. Could we call you back tomorrow? Can you give us a call tomorrow about this? Or is this your number?
This is.
We'll move that over, and we'll discuss some options about that, and we can call you back tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Before I let you go, let me just have my partner wants to speak with you.
Okay.
All right.
I think I've got a call in.
Yeah. Yeah, usually that works best. So yeah, I just tell him, okay, he's gonna give you a call back on his number real quick and just say goodbye.
Keep him on the line.
Or I can three-way you if you want to give me your number.
Okay. It's 361.
You want to put it in the chat or?
Yeah, sure.
Just make sure you mute yourself on your cell phone, Sergio, if you do the three-way, just because sometimes we'll get feedback.
All right.
I gotta turn this off to silent. Do not disturb.
Yeah, Sergio, you might have to triple down Travis just to get him to answer. I wouldn't know or anything.
Hold on one moment. All right. Yeah, Travis, you want to just give him a call because I'm having issues with the three-way.
That's cool. All right, let's see. That's Reginald, right?
It
Yes.
is.
Cool. All right. It is dialing. I'm going to throw it up on the computer.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Reggie, it's Travis. Do you go by Reggie or Reginald? Sorry?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good deal. You and your partner?
Yeah.
What's your partner's name?
Trevor?
Trevor? Nice to meet y'all. Are y'all living at that property together? Or you just a good buddy that knows a lot about real estate?
Yeah, we're living together.
Okay, cool. So I don't know if y'all are if y'all talked to anybody else yet. I heard that y'all haven't had any other offers. Is that correct?
Well, we haven't put the house on the market. I haven't spoken to anybody about it.
Oh,
You're the first person that's actually called me in regards to this matter.
okay. And if you don't get the cash offer you want, what are you going to end up doing?
Well, I'm probably having to stay here.
Okay, so hopefully we could. He said that you wanted peace of mind, right? Y'all want a quick, easy transition, and hopefully, what?
We're trying not to fall into another mortgage, basically.
Yup. Somebody put it on mute. Okay.
So after we sell this property, we have another property on the line, but it can't and not have to pay a mortgage every month.
Okay. So I have a question real quick. I'll cut through the minutia here. I have two pictures of y'all's property pulled up, and I need to know which one is like roughly. Are y'all in front of a computer?
No, but the property is pretty in rough shape right now.
It's in rough shape.
Yeah. Yeah, the people that we had staying here trashed the outside of the property. They trashed it. And left all this stuff here, and I'm responsible to get it cleaned up. Yeah, we had to kick them out and move back in. It's been a nightmare.
Damn.
It's been a nightmare from the get-go.
All right, so that's the reason you wanted to go cash, right? Because it's probably not going to show well on the market.
No, it won't show well in the market.
Okay, so I know we're pretty close to what y'all wanted, right? What was it that you wanted again?
Well, 65 would be about the lowest we'd want to go.
What is that?
Because about 65 would be the lowest.
Okay.
Because the other property, the lady wants the 60,000. Is not going to accept anything less. So whatever I do, I have to be able to walk away with a check in hand to give her. I'm going to walk in and buy that property, which is what I want.
Okay, and she wants how much?
$6,000.
All right. So look,
I give her a check tomorrow for $60,000. She would accept it and walk away from the property.
Okay, so you'll take 60,000.
Yeah. Well, it would be nice to make a little bit of money, but but I'm not going to be greedy about it. I'm asking to make 40,000. Not only that, we just had houses built on this street last year. 2 houses went up last year. Another one up the road here from me is valued at $172,000.
You're talking about tax roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, man, I wish that I could sell my properties to the tax collector, right? Like, I ain't ever sold one to them, and if they came and got them, they're paying half price.
Right.
So we can't buy. But to be fair, the reason I asked if you had the computer up, I like to do apples to apples. I like to do fair business. There is a really good comp off of South Starlight. There's a really good comparable property off of Starlight. That's how I like to trade properties, like looking at apples to apples. Does that make sense? Like looking apples to apples?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if you could, I don't know if one of y'all has a phone that you could look this up, but 9082 South Starlight. Are y'all able to look that up?
Wait, 902?
9082 South Starlight.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick.
Okay. Y'all have got more land, but I want to know if their house is nicer.
And the good thing about the property we have right here, next door, it's an abandoned property.
Yeah.
There's somebody that owns the title, and it has over 5 acres. So, I mean, you know, hold on, looking,
8082. Yeah, South Starlight Lane. It sold on the market. It wasn't in like tip-top shape.
Okay.
Right? Like they redid some stuff. They left some stuff original. You know, y'all got more land. You got like 30,000 more square feet, 3/4 of an acre, whatever that is. I can't math well.
Yeah.
It's newer. You know, it's a little newer. But that's really what I'm looking at, like comparable. I'm like, man, what can I pay? Like for what do I have to put into y'all's to make it kind of look like this, right? That's kind of where we're coming up with our number. And I know that the main objective is to get this other property, but is there any way that if you were to clear, because we can't pay the 55 and your balances, but if you were to clear, you know, let's just call it 30, 35, whatever it is, somebody were to deposit that in your account tomorrow, would that lady let you put like a $10,000 down payment, a really good, you know, payment?
I don't think so. She wants to be able to walk in and buy something herself.
Yeah.
As well.
Have y'all?
In today's market, I don't think that she can walk in and pay $10,000 for a piece of property.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant for the property that y'all. I know her objective is to do that, but have y'all asked her if she would do that? If y'all gave her, you know, significant. I think 10,000 significant. If y'all gave her significant.
We haven't sat down and talked to her about it seriously yet.
Yeah.
We just kind of been spitballing a little bit.
Okay. Do you ever? I mean, is this like intruding too much? But do you have her number? You know, like we call her.
No, we don't have her number offhand.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably negotiate with her a little bit. There's probably some wiggle room there.
Okay.
Trying to think where this property is at. Oh, I know where that's at. That's just up the street. It's the house. It's that cabin boxed up. It's next to right across from cabins. Yeah, no, it's next to the fire marshal's house. Okay. Yeah, that property is an abandoned property now. Nobody is living in this property. It's smaller than mine. And it is going to need some major work. Oh yeah. Yeah, because there's a cabin up there. That's a good buy right there too. Yes, it would still be a good buy, but it's so small. There's a lot of renovations around here. A lot of properties getting bought up, and new houses are coming up. We're doing a really good job. It's a pretty good investment. We just don't really have time to stick around here. We're just done with the place, you know.
Yeah.
But for an investor, it'd be really good.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's more properties like the one next door, like I was saying. This one, if you got this one, and then we're negotiate a deal with whoever owns the property next door, I was hearing it's going for like $10,000, $15,000. Ridiculous. That would add like $8,000 or 8 acres right there. And that's some acreage to go. Yeah, because see, the property right next to me is actually an abandoned property, and the guy doesn't have the deed to the property. It's owned through the state at the moment. It's another demo job, you know. But yeah, a lot of people out here still own the property, but they live out of state, and they're more apt to sell. That happens a lot. It's not a bad area. It's high above ground. It's at the top of the hill of the street. It's called Skyline Heights Subdivision, is what it is. God, what else do you have? There's a lot of land out here. I mean, there's a lot of land out here, and the prices are going up. People are moving in here and buying up the property. Mossville alone in the last last 15 years, populations went from 30,000 to closer to 100. Yeah, it's one of the fastest growing regions in Alaska right now. People are moving out from Anchorage to live out in the valley. It's a good commute. The views are great. The views are fabulous out here. But the land values are going higher. So anybody that gets in now, well, for an investment firm, I would say that this property, the one next door, would be a good foothold to start like cabins. There's cabins down the street, and the guy is making a killing. Guys make it to the moon. Okay. If I had the time and just the patience, I'm just open up this place. I would buy the property next door and build cabins. But back to your original question. If I could just walk away with a check for $60,000 to give this lady, I'd be happy.
So
it is negotiable. I suppose we'd have to talk to her and see exactly what she thinks.
Well, let's get her ass on the line.
That's a lot of information. You kind of got off there a little bit.
You're all right. Look, I'm gonna shoot you straight. I've been doing this stuff for like 20 years. I'm a broker. I'm a buyer. I think you're gonna get beat the hell up by a bunch of cash buyers. You're gonna be sitting here 2 months from now, and you're not gonna know heads from tails because you're gonna get so many offers. And I know y'all sound like you know what the hell you're doing. So like you know that's pretty close to accurate, right? So I think we can make a deal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the tax survey, how that goes. Don't get the tax price, that's for sure. Yeah. Right. I wasn't expecting to get the tax price. Everything is negotiable when it comes to selling property.
Yeah.
And I'm not a greedy person. I'm not gonna ask for more than what it's actually worth.
Yeah.
But neither am I going to accept anything. The guy that we spoke to before was offering me $50,000, and I paid more for this property than what he was offering me.
Who offered you that?
The guy that we were talking to before.
Oh, I thought that was your first person you've spoken with.
No, it was the guy that spoke with us before we spoke to you. He offered me $50,000. And I'm like, well, no, that doesn't make sense. How can I accept less than what I paid for this property?
I love the reason I ask.
I paid more than $50,000 for this property, and I can't accept just $50,000 for it. That's not fair to me.
Yeah. So the reason I had asked if you had any other offers, one, I wanted to see if I was on point. I think, I know I am, but I think I'm higher than the other guy, right? For a reason, because he's probably looking at the same comp that I was and land prices and
But he said he was your business partner.
Oh, you're talking about Sergio. Okay, I'm like, who the hell you been talking to? Damn.
Yeah, he offered me $50,000 for that, and I said, well, I paid more than $50,000.
I see. So, okay, here's another thing, because y'all trade property and all that stuff and whatever. Like, I've lost my ass on property. I don't want you to lose your ass. I want to make a deal, but I'm just saying, just because I paid something for a property, like if I paid $5 for an apple and I go try to sell it, for 10 and I'm only going to get 4, like that's not that's not the other person's problem, you know. Like, but I want to make a deal. I want to make something and where we're all happy.
Yes. Yes.
What I think a good solution is, because like, here's the thing: is like we ain't even talking about price anymore. Like y'all want peace of mind. You want to go like get another property you want. So it's like, okay, how are we gonna do that, right? So Travis is saying he's gonna offer us this. Well, then how would we make this work for what we want? And what I think you could do is go to that lady, or we could jump on a call and say, hey, look, Miss Nice Lady, I'll give you 10 grand down, and I'm comfortable with this payment a month. And you know how many people like tell me yes when I do that? Because I might only have so much money to buy a property at the time.
Right. Okay. Yeah, if you go to someone with $10,000, $15,000 cash, it's a little bit different than negotiating. 60 firm, you know, like she was saying.
Yeah.
And she's ready to get out this summer. We're not in a hurry like that, you know.
Yeah.
So she's in a hurry. I think we could probably talk her down to 15 grand cash and then work out a payment plan.
Hell yeah. And let me know if you need help, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we got this is your number?
Yeah, that's my number.
Okay. Is it okay if we give you a call tomorrow and talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, when are you going to talk to this lady, you think?
We could probably give her a shout tonight.
Okay, and what if we do this? What if we were to, because like we put this, like we ink it, right? We say, hey, look, I'm going to pay you this amount. We can even say contingent on you being able to, you know, get this next property. Like, you know, but what if we were to do something like that? Or, you know, make a deal, just as long as you can make a deal to get your next property, you know?
I'm not sure what you're saying.
So I'm really serious about my offer. All right.
Okay.
So to show you that I'm serious, I would like to put it on paper. I'd like to send it to you, and I'd like to schedule a walkthrough, you know, to make sure everything's, you know, what we talked about.
Right. Okay. Yeah, walkthrough would be fine.
Okay. Look, what's your email address?
Alaska Guy, capital A, at email.com.
Do what?
It's Alaska Guy
Yeah.
at email.com.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right, cool. Give me a second real quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draft this thing up while we're talking here.
I was trying to make loud noises. So
Give me just a minute here.
Okay.
I put it on mute.
I'm I'm trying to make loud noises so his email didn't come across.
I'm going to ink this right now.
Yeah.
Not before someone on YouTube does. Better be quick.
You get like 10 contracts right now.
About to get 200 contracts right now.
Somebody just put 65 on theirs.
Oh, man.
Did the guy say at email.com? Is that what he said?
I'm sure he meant Gmail. He kept
I
saying
never heard that email.
email.com.
Hey, I have had a mail.com before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. You know, and I'm full disclosure, I'm using your contract, RJ, because it's like 2 pages.
Exactly.
For anybody watching this, because we ain't using mine right now, we're going to be sitting here.
Oh, man.
I'm going to get them back on the phone so they don't get bored. All right, I'm almost done here. Give me just a minute. I never was the best receptionist, man. Is it just it's just you on title though, right, Reginald? Reggie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. almost done here. Yeah, I got like well, it's a buddy of mine. He got the shortest contract I've ever seen. I use it now. But I'm doing that. And when's the best time to go out there and do the walkthrough and all that stuff?
Geez, I don't know.
Y'all work during the day? Or?
Yeah, during the day, afternoon sometime.
Okay. Y'all work at the same place?
Self-employed.
Oh, okay. What do y'all do? I'm just talking while I'm filling this out, so you know. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, it's actually a geologist. They've been so many. And I run a business from the house. I run a small greenhouse business here.
That's cool. Like weed?
No, I wish. Berry plants, like raspberries, blueberries, currants, and I sell the plants to people, which they plant in their yard and get berries.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's a small business. It makes me happy. So
Yeah.
I've been gardening for over 25 years. So hence the greenhouse in the backyard.
That's cool. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm vegan. Well, you can't see me, so you don't, like probably this little ass dude on the other end of the phone, but
You're a vegan.
I'm vegan.
That's a hardcore lifestyle right here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hot tofu and beans.
Dude, that's it. I don't do beans. We ain't doing beans.
You don't do beans and you're vegan? What the fuck?
Dude, I have so I'm a bodybuilder too. So I eat, dude, I eat 12. Dude, I eat 1,200 grams of tofu a day and 2,500 grams of rice a day.
Wow.
It's insane. All right, I'm about to send this to you.
Vegans are, you guys don't eat eggs or drink milk either, right?
Nuh-uh. No dairy, none of that stuff. No eggs.
Yeah, when your protein, it's a little difficult to plant sources.
It's just, dude, I eat fava bean tofu. It's like 60 grams a block. It's super dense. People think it's gross as hell. I don't know. All right, do what?
Got that protein.
Yeah. Some shakes and we good to go. My coach is a chick and she'd kick any dude's ass I've ever seen. All right, I am putting this in here. Give me a second. Dude, I told you my clerical skills. But we getting it. Boom. Yeah, I really look forward to checking this place out and stuff. And then you said at Gmail, not email, right?
Yeah, it's an email, not Gmail.
Really? Okay, and then there's an A after guy, right?
Yes, it's Alaska.
Okay.
Email.com.
Okay, but after guy, is there an A?
Yes, it's Alaska. Oh, no, it's
What?
it's that symbol.
Oh, @, the @ symbol. All right. All right, cool.
Excuse me.
All right, hang on. We are. All right. I'm putting this. Boom. All right, date. I think I like dealing with this too here. Boom.
Getting cold.
Don't be doing that. Got to get your ass out in the greenhouse.
Yeah, I've had a cold for this past couple of weeks, and it's just hanging on.
Damn. All right, cool. So I just sent this. Let me know you got it. And then we'll go over it real quick.
Okay.
I always hate for there to be questions. Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm having a problem with this stupid mail.
Oh, that's cool. Probably because it's at email.com.
Well, the internet's been acting weird. Okay, here it is.
Cool. Yeah, let's go over it. Let me know when you got it pulled up.
Let's see.
Are you running like a DOS computer, like MS-DOS, like the old ass, the little screens?
Yeah, phones are sometimes.
You're cranking that mofo.
Yeah. So what would the closing cost entail?
You got a title policy and prorated taxes in a nutshell. And,
Okay.
there's like a small lawyer fee. But I mean, we cover closing costs. We just don't cover your like loan amount, liens.
Yeah.
But they'll prorate the taxes. But yeah, let's start at the top, man. So that, it's contract, purchase and sell. We buying it, right? Today's date, got your name, put the buyer, that's my company, put the address, got the legal description off the CAD. Freaking tax people. 55,000. That's what you're gonna clear. All cash. Today's date, close in 30 days or less. Title company TBD. We'll do somebody close or attorney, whatever. I didn't do anything about a key or anything like that. Y'all live there. We'll figure it out. Inspections, like we talked about, dude. If it's missing the roof and y'all are holding up the walls, we're gonna have to talk, right? That's what the renegotiation. Yeah, that's what the renegotiation based on condition is. Or if it's built. Yeah, if it's built out of those tires I saw in the yard, I don't know. I'm just kidding. Encumbrances, just as long as you're able to sell this thing, without any like weird stuff. Risk of loss, if the thing ain't there when we go to buy it, we can't buy it. Prorations, they're going to prorate taxes to the day we buy it. Tell me to stop if I'm talking too fast. Defects, being sold. I like that. Being sold as is, where is, assignable. We can assign it to another buyer if we wanted to, but you're getting your money regardless. Judgments, if we can't buy it because we can't get title because somebody filed something on y'all, we can't buy it. Possession, once you get paid, we get the keys. Other agreements, we don't have any. Governing law of Alaska, I'll put my name on there. Y'all put y'all's, we do something.
Okay.
And we'll do the walkthrough when y'all ready.
What's the occupancy? Is that the stuff inside the property?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to be out by a certain date.
Yeah, like whenever we close, you know, because we don't want to buy it and then y'all are still chilling there. You know, like
Yeah, right.
we'd be like in the living room singing Kumbaya, just awkward, you know? Yeah.
Okay. So I could be like, you buy it and then we got to get out and you own all our stuff inside of it.
Right. No, just get the trucks out there, you know, a few days before or something. Probably take a couple of days, I'm sure. Or damn, if it's a Pix, we better get some like we better get like 5 trucks. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, can we read this over together and could we get back to you?
Cool. Yeah. What questions?
A lot.
Yeah. What's the biggest questions that are coming to y'all's mind right now? Just so I can, you know, just so I'm not asleep when y'all think about them.
You pretty much covered most of it. We're just gonna go over the contract and discuss our options about buying this other property.
Cool.
And we're ready to get out of here. I mean, there's some issues that you'll see whenever you get here, and we'll talk to you about your walkthrough guide when it gets here. It's mostly a well issue, and it's just a pump short circuit on us. It's not that big of a deal. It's easy to fix.
Needs a new pump. The well.
Yeah, it's a well pump.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Other than that, it's got good bones. You know. Like,
it's kind of like me. I got good bones.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. My flesh as well. Right.
I mean, like, truthfully, I just want to make sure it's the right decision. I get it. So, I mean, let me know if y'all need help talking to that lady, helping y'all negotiate anything. We won't schedule a walkthrough until we can get something, you know, on paper saying we're both serious. You can understand.
Yeah. Right. No, I understand that too. That
Cool.
makes sense.
Cool. Well, I want to give you all this time. Let's talk tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll be doing business.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Thanks. Good talking to y'all.
All right. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Bye. Damn. I didn't close it.
That was close. I'm curious. You never told us what you were offering. What'd you offer them?
We kept it at the 55.
That's it. There you go.
Yeah. We just kept it.
I wanted to make sure everybody understood. I had a feeling that's what you were doing, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I just BSing. You know, like they like me, you know, like just trying to figure them out. You know, that's it. Like it's not about price ever. You know that crap. Yeah. But you know, whatever.
Dude. So my takeaways on this. This is a very lengthy call. But I want everyone to understand that when this call started way back, like, you know, yesterday, this call felt like it could have been a 30-second conversation. Sergio did a fantastic job early on of someone that just did not want to open up, did not want to answer. If we remember correctly, he was it's tax assessed value. That's how I came up with 110, by the way. 110. The contract was set for 55,000. Sergio got him from 110 to 90 to 80 to 65. And then I believe at one point in time, Sergio, didn't he say 60? He did.
Yeah.
Say 60.
Yeah, it was a little confusing sometimes with what he owed, but
yeah. But again, just a great job, Sergio, of simply asking questions. Now, I will say Travis and I were blowing up the private chat over there, but you did a really good job of inserting your own questions and then also repeating yourself numerous times where it was, hey, we just talked about this. Let's go back to that question that I asked you. Say your answer. Now we're going to go through this again. That's how you get people down. I talk about this all the time. That was a highly motivated seller, incorrect price, most common type of seller. You have to get great at closing these. Sergio, I thought you did great, man. And then Travis, when you came in, first of all, I think Sergio had them so loosened up that when you came in, Dude, that one part where we were all dying laughing, we were dying laughing because they were just having a conversation with themselves. Travis was the third wheel. He got kicked out of the party. I mean, it was just, yeah. So overall, Sergio, man, I thought that was great.
Thank
you
you.
kicked ass, dude. Like straight up, you kicked ass. That was cool. You set it up. Like you set the whole tone. So
Appreciate that, fellas. Thank you.
100%, man. Yeah, I really like everything RJ said, of course. Spot on. But I really like how you use pauses. You didn't really like, probably for lack of a better word, you sound like you didn't really like give a fuck, or you just sound like desperate, I guess is probably the better way to put that. But yeah, you just sounded professional. Yeah, I think you did great, man.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate that.
So, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if we anticipated that we would go an hour and a half on one call. We got 25 closers waiting.
I know. Yeah. So for the sake of time, we're going to bring someone else on. I added 2 more leads for those disconnected ones for you. So those are from Lead Zolo. And again, shout out to them for sponsoring the episode. I'm going to drop their link if you guys haven't checked them out. Their marketplace, Delonch, is pretty badass. It's where all these leads are from. But yeah, definitely call those leads, keep following up. Let us know how it goes. I think, yeah, definitely let us know how this call goes too, because I think that ended really well. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'd love to see you in the bucket again too.
Will do, bro. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Dope.
Great job, Sergio. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you. Later, fellas.
Man, hey, Travis, I'll let you know, man. Dispo wise, I think I can definitely help you out. We've done a lot up in Alaska. So
cool. Yeah, it's yours. like my ass was like, I don't know. Yeah, cool.
All right, guys. So we just did the next bucket pull, and stay tuned. We still got one more after this. So we got, I don't know. I got to flip this, but yeah, if you guys can read backwards, Edward L.
Is that Ed Lane? I wonder if it's Ed Lane.
I don't know. So we're gonna find out.
I thought I was getting the second one signed.
That is close. They liked you for sure.
Edward Luna. I'm gonna go Edward Luna. Is that who it is?
I don't know. I just got L dot.
Travis, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna be so damn mad at you if you got that thing signed. Because I thought we were supposed to wait on them to tag us in. And you're like,
I was like, get me.
You're that tag partner when they get close and you tag yourself in. You're like, I'm in.
I heard them. I was like, these people want to sign. I was like, no, they're not getting off the phone. I was typing, put me in, coach.
I was like, damn, man. Travis just tagged himself in on a 45-minute conversation. And I'm going to send the contract. Closers closed, baby.
Talking about contracts too, Travis. Friday, we're rolling it out this week, but we have you're just gonna be able to click of a button and investor plug now, and just it's gonna pre-populate all the shit, and it's gonna make it way easier.
I like doing that.
No, I'm the same way. I did that one of the calls. I mean, I gotta fucking build something and not ever do this again.
I built the templates anyway. It does.
But yeah, it'll be super easy. Yeah, we'll run you through it. Anyway, it's gonna be for all investor plug clients. And if you guys, another shout out plug for me, yeah, if you guys don't like making calls like this, you want AI to do it yourself, or you just need a badass CRM, or you like automations and you're lazy like I am and just want to talk to people and close deals, check out Investor Plug, IO. Love to show you what we built. We have some really badass AI tools that we combine with automations with our CRM, and we can work with other CRMs too to help you guys close more deals. So, all right, looks like RJ was right. Looks like it is Edward Luna. How's it going, man?
Yep. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
What's up, man?
What up?
Good to finally see you face to face.
Yeah, I know. I've
see another view up in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
You ready to close some deals?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm here.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome, man. So I just dropped the leads for you. So when you get a chance, pull those up. And while you're doing that, if you just want to give us a quick introduction, if you're still there, on who you are, where you're from, how long you've been wholesaling, and what your background is. And yeah, let's close some deals.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here from San Antonio. I started wholesaling like about a year ago. Now full time. So yeah, I'm just here trying to learn and grow. Yeah.
Love it, man. Yeah. So just do. So yeah, I think we might have lost you on video.
Oh. Yeah. Can y'all? Okay.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay, 1 second, because I'm here on my iPhone. I'm calling it through my computer.
Oh, okay.
1 second.
I went to put a dude in my. I was in my group the other day, and I went to call out a dude. I was like, "Hey, you got to make live calls today." He hadn't called yet, and he's like, "But my phone's not working, or my head's not. Nothing was working." I was like, "Get the hell out of here!"
That's too funny. Man, it's scary. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Right? I feel like you build it up in your head, and it's like this monster. Like you kill a monster when it's small, it's easy, but if you wait for it to grow and become the size of Godzilla, I mean, it gets hard. And it's just a habit, right? And it's just like, even for me, I've been making calls since I was 18. And, if I go like a week or two or go on vacation or whatever and don't make calls, focus on other shit, like that first call, it's always like, I dread it. But once you make that first one, you're like, that was fucking easy.
I like jacking with people. I love jacking with people.
Hey, so real quick, there's a comment down there by Roxon. Says, did anybody else catch the fact that this guy said he hadn't talked to anybody else? Those are hard PPL leads to come by. That was awesome. Incorrect. That's a common response to lead Zolo because these are exclusive leads. And so, in fact, I went live with Lead Zolo like 2 weeks ago. Every single seller I talked to, same thing. You're the first person I've talked to. You're the first person I've talked to. You guys are experiencing some of that because you've done some of the budget leads, maybe Coupon Club or something like that, and you're experiencing that. But you get the exclusive leads. That's a very common experience.
Okay, I'm starting to call the one on Plum Street.
Where you have dialed is valid. Goodbye.
Okay, try that.
Yeah, make sure we get you a new one for that
Where you
one.
at? Which one are you at?
Where you have dialed is invalid.
Yeah, it's the one on Plum Street.
Plume Street. Oh, okay. Are you starting with the bottom one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Brother, you should start with that first one.
First one. Okay.
Let me just tell you.
Okay.
Live calling expertise. Okay, you go with that first one.
All right. 10.
Yeah, this one. 20 grand asking price.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 618802021 is not. Please.
Yeah, when it starts reading out the numbers, mute.
Hello.
Hi, hello. Is this Tim?
Yeah, who's this?
Yeah, this is Edward. I was calling about that property there on Viewland. It looked like you filled out one of our web forms online. Are you still looking to sell that property?
Yeah, I kind of have a guy with an offer on it right now. He's supposed to close in 60 days. I'll listen to offers though.
Okay, well, if I could close sooner, can I make the other guy go away?
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's whoever closes first. I have actually 3 properties I'm looking to move.
Okay.
The first one was just feelers. They're just more than I need right now and handle. I have other rentals in the area.
Okay, and this one on Viewland, how much are you looking to get for that one?
I'd like to get between 25 and 30 for it.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about what's going on with that property there.
It just needs a reno. It's got a power. It has a shop behind it with some power. It's like a garage. I think it's like 300 square feet, 250 square feet shop behind it. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, about 800 square feet. It's got a decent sized lot.
Okay. And you said the house needs full rental, right?
It needs a reno, yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. And you said you're asking for 25 for it?
Yeah, between 25 and 30 cash walk out the door.
Okay. And I know you said it needs like a lot of renovations. Like, if you were to guess dollar amount wise, how much work needs to be done to it?
I kind of did the rough estimate, probably around 45.
Okay. What do you think it could be worth once it's fixed up?
I'd say the ARV is probably right at 100, maybe right in that area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me see here. Seems like this one might be a good one for me here. You said 45 on the rehab.
Yeah.
And then that other guy that's closing in 60 days, are you already under contract with him?
I have not signed the contract. No, I have not yet. He's sending that over. We were in preliminary talks today. It was for 3 properties, actually.
Okay.
So that total for the 3 properties was $65,000.
Okay.
Sign it up.
Okay, well, I'll take this one. Now, the way the process would work for us, that way you have an idea, is if we come to agreement on the price, I'm fine with the 25 for this one. Seems like the numbers will make sense for me as an investor. I would send over just a simple 2-page contract. That way you could sign. And then once that gets completed, we'll coordinate with you just to verify everything that you told me it is. I mean, you told me it needs a full renovation, so I have a pretty good idea of what that looks like. So yeah, we'll just go out there, verify all
It's
that.
got good HVAC in it, too. The air conditioner's probably 3 years old.
Okay.
The furnace is probably 8 years old. The water heater is probably in the 7-8 year range.
Okay.
The bones of the house are good. Like I said, it just needs a reno. I just don't have time to get to it. Like I said, I have that one. I have one at 206 Searing and another one on, what's the address on that? Let me grab that. At 206 Searing and 813 Ridge. 206 Searing's another 2-bed, 1 bath. It needs a full reno. And then Ridge is a 1-bed, 1 bath. It's got a big lot with it. And it probably needs a reno as well.
Okay. I'm trying to pull up the other one. You said 206 Serene?
Searing, Sering.
Serene. It's there in Alton?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to get to them, but I have 5 other properties I have to put money into, so these 3 can go by the wayside.
Okay.
Done. Fuck it up.
Okay. And then what was the other one on Ridge?
And that would be Ridge, 813 Ridge.
Okay. And you said for 60?
Yeah.
All 3?
Yep. Walk out the door, 60 in my pocket. Nothing else.
Okay. Well, if I can do the 60 for all 3 and close in 30 days, can we make the other guy go away and I can send you the contract right now?
I mean, yeah, I'm interested. Like I said, what's your process? What do you guys do?
Yeah. So
obviously you're another investor. So
yeah. So the way the process would look like I was saying earlier, I'm interested in all these 3 here. So I would send over the simple purchase agreement for each 3. And then once that is completed, right, you signed it, I signed it, we'll coordinate with you for us to go look at the property just to verify everything that you told me it is, it checks out. Now, if everything's all good, we should be good to move forward from that point on. Simultaneously, we'll obviously open escrow and get it closed out here in the next 30 days or so. So it's a pretty simple process.
And you guys pay closing taxes and everything?
Yeah, we'll cover the closing costs. The taxes will be prorated.
Right. Yeah, I don't think they're due until July anyway.
Okay. Then yeah, it will be good. We'll cover all the closing costs.
And do you guys care what title company, or do you have your own you use?
So
I got you.
We'll have. Give me 1 second here. Mitchell Cabin.
Huh?
Mitchell.
Nope.
It's a closing attorney.
Oh, I don't know who he is, but okay.
All right, let me see here 1 second because I want to make sure I have your email here. Was it your first initial, last name?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and write it up, and then that way I can send it over to you, and we could go over it and see if you have any questions or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. It's under, so they're all three in my LLC, so they're under 7 Real Estate Management LLC.
All right, let me see. All 3 of them?
Yep.
Okay, I see it here. Okay. Well, here, let me just put you on the brief hold. Let me get this written up, and then I'll unmute myself as soon as I send it over. That way you could pull it up.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. All right, he's muted.
Are you good on the contract? You got that?
You want me to do it, or are we already pulling it up?
No, you do it. I ain't your secretary.
Oh. Okay.
You get on it? You know how to do it and everything? You have a contract?
Yeah. I have it pulled up here.
Okay.
You have my contract?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put all 3 on one contract. Just address, legal description.
Okay.
60,000. We can assign this to one buyer.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Yeah, dude, this is a straight no-brainer deal.
Yeah.
This is great.
I heard some weird hesitation in his voice. I hope he doesn't try to say, "Oh, let me get back to you." That's the only thing I'm worried about. I think you're gonna have to fight that.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna have to fight it here at the end. It's
Okay.
too easy. So what you're gonna have to tell him is like, man, listen, I'm ready to do the deal right now. You said this other guy, he needed to take time. He needed 60 days, and he was gonna do all this other junk. He hadn't sent you the contract. I'm serious. Are you serious? I'm ready to do the deal right now, but I need to ink the paper. And you got to be willing to walk away from this and lose it.
Okay.
Because if not, one of us will just call and we'll get it. So don't be afraid of losing it.
Okay.
Still have it. But he absolutely is going to give you pushback here in just a second.
Okay.
I think that's what happened to the other guy. I bet you. And the guy just didn't follow up.
Yeah.
Or he's listening right now on YouTube kicking himself.
I think he wants out. Yeah, he's a pretty straight shooter.
Yeah, no, I meant the other wholesaler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, this guy seems serious. Yeah, I just began to see it. I just played dumb, just walking the contract. Like, oh, that's fine. We're just gonna pull it up.
Could you imagine having this deal in your, like, you're talking to him about 3 properties and somewhere someone told you that you need to put 60 days on a contract and then get off of the phone and walk away and not send it? I mean, I'm just,
sucks.
Guys,
Yeah,
this is why when I say our competition sucks, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is lay down. these are the kind of deals that are awesome. You know, like you just pray one of these comes up. You know,
Right. It's just not fucking it up when you get it.
and not making it too easy. It's like,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
One of these properties, the ARV, is legitimately 125,000,
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting 3 for 60.
Yeah. This one's a banger.
yeah, you got a free property somewhere.
Oh man. Yeah, Edward, let them know you're almost done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Tim, I'm almost done here. I'm just finishing some things up here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to walk into my kid's game. Can you send it to me? I'll look it over tonight, and we can talk tomorrow morning.
Just give me like maybe 5 minutes. Is that okay? I should have it ready.
Well, I'm walking in now. I got to be in there in like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
Give me
Yeah, if you send it, if you email it over to me and you call me back, let's say like 10:30 tomorrow morning Central Time, we can go over it.
What time would your the soccer game, your kid's soccer game, end?
It won't be over till later. Doubleheader. So God only knows.
Let it go. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you said 10:30.
It's not going anywhere, man. Like I said, if you send me the contract, I'll look it over tonight, and you call me about 10:30 Central Time tomorrow. We can go over everything.
Okay. Sounds good. Then I'll write it up right now. Send it over to you. I'll show you a text as well, so that way you know that I sent it, and you can keep an eye out for it.
All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Awesome, Tim. Bye.
All right.
All right. So, Edward, I love the energy, bro. And sometimes we do I know you're only doing that because you're live, but dude, this is too good of a deal. Like, that's a grown man who's telling you facts, and I believe him. Like, there's times where someone lies to you, and you can sense it. If you saw mine and Kai's and Travis' reaction, we're all like, no.
Yeah, I saw y'all. That's I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's like he's being honest. He's like, hey, I'm going to my kid's game. I'm not going anywhere. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you wake up to that being signed, or even if it gets signed tonight. But no, dude, you did great there. I mean, that was great how you navigated it. Here's the thing that everyone needs to take away from that call: understanding what seller you're talking to. That is a tired investor. Those are number-oriented conversations. There's no emotion. You don't have to dig deep on the motivation. Basically, this is what the guy said. I'm giving you a banger of a deal because I want to be out. I want my $60K cash back in my pocket. That's it. Don't kick it in the mouth. Take it for what it is and move on. Edward, I thought you did great, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking doing it live for sure.
You kept it simple. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, like start. Dude, you did perfect. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude liked you for it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Edward, those are the ones, bro. I know you've watched a ton of my calls. Those are the ones where the people come in and go, RJ just an order taker. Yeah. Dude, I don't know how much money you can make on that. Like, legitimately, I don't know. I mean, Travis, you were looking at it. I mean, what do you think? That's easily
I think you make 30 or 40 G's easy. Like, like a good deal with somebody. You know.
I mean, dude, that's a good payday for. I mean, the first call was, we were joking, it was like an hour long. What was that? 4 minutes?
Right.
Yeah. That's all. Like, damn, I like that. 3 properties and it's a lay down.
Night and day.
Unicorn.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I would get those written up, get them sent over. I wouldn't text him. I wouldn't do anything tonight. And then, like he said, 10 o'clock in the morning, I would be 10 o'clock on the dot. I'd call them if they weren't signed.
Okay. Cool.
That was great, man.
Yeah. No, great job, man. You killed it. Everything, just not fucking it up. You didn't.
We're having a good show here.
Yeah. That's crushing it. So, Edward, I'm gonna let you send that over, man. Because if I was you, I'd get that over first
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I'm already finishing it up now.
Cool. So you still have those leads. Those are yours. Again, I'm gonna add another one to you for the one that was disconnected. Keep us updated. Let us know if you need any help or anything. Yeah, we're all here for you.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Good
great.
job, man.
Great 7 minutes of fame there, bro. Get out of here. You're done.
Really?
Right.
They're gonna kick us off and put you as the guest closer.
Right? That was awesome, man. Jeez. Honestly, so for everybody that's like, when I looked at the lead sheet, he started at the bottom, probably because it was a Texas lead. But when I saw where that was located, I mean, that's a great location for wholesaling. That's why I was like, no, dude, you need to call that one. You need to call those. That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
100%. Yeah, and yeah, no, we're having some good ones today for sure. Yeah, again, shout out Lead Zolo. I see people asking. Yeah, Lead Zolo. I think it was I got like the cheaper ones to get a bunch of them. I think it was like $40 or something, $50 for that lead, and you're gonna get I don't know where you get a better ROI than that.
Yeah.
But dope. No, I was asking what city too. I don't know. I don't have it up. All right, so last one of the night. Let's see who we got. Who's the bucket said? So I think I'm gonna pronounce it. Sami. I think Sami is what this one says. All right, so
got some big shoes to
that
fill.
one, right? So now you got to do it in 5 minutes. You got to get 5 properties in 5 minutes.
Right.
Boom. I wish all the calls were like that one.
Dude, for real.
I would never leave. I just would sit at my desk all day.
Funny because I pulled up the first property. I was like, oh, lock them up.
Yeah.
Lock them
Right.
up.
Dude, that's like legitimately, I dropped it into Privy. The comps pulled up, and I literally was like typing, lock up all 3. I don't even know what the other addresses are, but it's like, I can already tell.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we got another bucket pull. I guess to me left. So his loss, your game. All right, now we got Anthony A. Anthony A, you're still here. Let's rock and roll.
Is this who I think it is? I hope it is. I really hope this is my boy from the Closers Olympics.
RJ, you get a link for Lead Zolo? I don't want to drop mine on your channel, but someone's asking for the link.
Yeah. Let me figure that out. Dude, you know what's hilarious is Lead Zolo was absolutely roasted in my Facebook group like 2 months ago. I mean, like 500 comments. Worst leads of all time. Burn them to the ground. Get them out of the industry. The COO went in there and said, I will listen to all of your feedback and I will fix it. And here we are 2 months later. I've done a live. I thought the 3 sellers, they were great. We've talked to what? 2 sellers tonight, both of them, contracts being sent. And people don't realize, like, these vendors need to hear our feedback. If you don't like something, don't complain about it. Just like legitimately go to Lead Zolo and say, hey, it would be great if you could fix this. That is, and Travis knows it. He's inside of the TU group. He sees it. We go to Speed of Lead. We go to Lead Zolo, Property Leads, all of these vendors, and we're regularly giving them feedback, and they love that. And then because why? Because moments like this happen where guys come in and they're like, hey, I'm a guest closer tonight, and let me call. And dude, Edward might have just made 30, 40 grand on that. Even if he only makes 10 grand, who gives a shit? That was 10 grand for 10 minutes. That's fucking awesome. So I love what we've got going on with these companies like Lead Zolo and Speed to Lead and whatnot. It's Travis, you've been in this for 20 years. Have you ever seen anything better than this?
No, PPL is awesome, dude. I wish I'd have known about it back when, but yeah, it's way easier than pulling lists on List Source, and
Yeah.
doing, the thing.
I mean, listen, there's value in direct mail, cold calling, and all of that. But at the end of the day, especially for people like me, where it's like, I want to get a deal right now. swipe, call, contract. You know, I mean, and it's like you could do that literally at any point in time. Nothing stops you.
100%. I mean, it's like marketing is a whole beast in itself. Trying to do all your ads and just maybe you can just press a button, get a lead, make a call, close a deal, or you don't have money, join the boiler. You know, put your name in the bucket and get some free leads. Try it out for yourself. But all right, so it looks like we got Anthony
leads too, right? To get good, you know, buy the cheap leads, get good, and then
right. No, that's a great point. All right, so Anthony, is it Ares? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep, Anthony Ares. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can, man.
Awesome.
What's going on, man? How are you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing real well. We're having a lot of fun, and hopefully let's get another good call because let's keep the momentum going. I'm excited. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the link so you can pull up the leads. As I'm doing that, do you want to give us a quick introduction on who you are, how long you've been wholesaling, and what your background is?
Just started wholesaling, but I've been a real estate broker for 23 years. I've built and sold a couple of brokerages. Been an entrepreneur almost my whole entire life. So I'm excited to do this because most of the time I've done real estate specifically in the area that I live in. So it's exciting to be doing real estate not where I live.
Anthony, can I give you an introduction?
Sure, brother.
All right. I'm going to give a more fiery introduction. All right. Anthony came to the Crucible in when, 2022?
March of 2022.
March of 2022. You and your sister came.
Yep.
Y'all going to start this journey.
Yep.
Life happened. A lot of life happened, right?
Yep.
I mean, brother, you almost died, right?
Yeah, I got a tumor in my carotid artery right over here. Huge one, size of a baseball bat. We couldn't get a biopsy on it because it was attached to the carotid artery. So for 6 months, I didn't know if it was benign or malignant until they could get it out. They finally get it out in October. Thank God it was benign. Then we get hit with Hurricane Ian. And I live literally the end of my street is the Gulf of America. Like it's on the other side. We live in a cul-de-sac with a huge canal. And on the other side is the Gulf of Mexico. So house got, fucked up. I don't know if I can swear on here.
Oh, you're good.
So that set us back for a while. What sucked was I cooked through a bunch of savings because of all the medical stuff. But I was like, not a big deal. We're heading into season in Cape Coral, Florida. Our season begins in October, ends in Easter. I'm like, I'll make all the money back. I make about 80% of my income during that time. And then Hurricane Ian hits. Well, market sentiment went in the toilet. No one was going to buy real estate in Cape Coral. So continued to operate on fumes for a little bit. But hustled, was able to pull out January 2023 till June of 2023 was incredible. I did like 400,000 in commissions. It was an incredible year. I was able to recover a lot of the money, get caught up on bills. But then the market started to turn. That's when things started to slow down. And then we got hit with the other two hurricanes. After we got our house fixed, our roof fixed, everything, then we got hit with Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. So our market sentiment right now is really bad. And that's why I'm excited to be doing wholesaling because, to just be stuck and pigeonholed in this market with the experience that I have, I've just been doing myself a disservice. So I decided to come back and go all in with Titanium University. And the only person I could trust is RJ. There's really nobody else. So without even thinking about it, I reinvested again in Titanium University. And here we are.
Love it, brother. I'm excited to have you.
Thank you, man.
That you're doing this. Guys, he just started Monday.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are like, I gotta do all the courses and figuring it out. It's like, no, man, this is the kind of attitude you need to have right here. I just love it, man.
And I have no idea what I'm doing with PropStream. No clue at all.
Don't matter. We got you. Just call Keller and talk. You can talk.
All right, man.
We got you in the private chat on the comps and all that.
All right, great.
Yeah, let's get your deal, man.
All right, so Michigan looks good, right? Let's start with that one.
Martha.
Yeah. That's like yesterday's call in Alabama, right, RJ?
Yeah, bro, you call every Martha.
All right, let's see. 906.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Martha, how are you? This is Anthony calling. I'm calling about your property for sale over on Craig Street. If you could, give me a call back whenever you have a chance. You filled out a form on my website. I'd love to talk to you about the property. You can reach me at 239-292-5363. Again, that's 239-292-5363. I'd love to talk to you about that property and purchase it from you. Talk soon. Bye.
Double that.
Go for Cali, you think?
No,
Do that one
get that Shelly Drive.
Shelly Drive.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So watch this. Shelly Drive gonna be another laydown.
Hey, her phone might have been on D&D. Might have to double dial that one.
Hey Travis, how would you know that?
Because that's where I live.
Oh.
My dogs are tripping.
How many you get at the house now, Travis? 3?
I got 3 right now. We've been just getting rescue after rescue, but now
Love it, man.
these Facebook groups got tired of me like pushing dogs like their houses. So now they won't let me post dogs anymore in them.
Well, fuck those guys.
I know.
You're like, oh, you can't help dogs. Like,
I was trying to make a group called Dispo for Dogs, but their thought was like,
Automated voice messaging system. 8117113. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Sandra, how are you? This is Anthony. I was calling about the property you got for sale over on Shelly. You filled out a form on my website, and I just wanted to get in touch with you about purchasing the property from you. Feel free to give me a call whenever you have a chance. I'm at 239-292-5363. Again, 239-292-5363. I look forward to talking with you.
Man, I can see Travis already. The ARV on this puppy is potentially super cuddly. Might be a liquor.
just so you know, I don't sell dogs. If anybody's thinking that, like, I go pick them up at the shelter and I find a home. I'm banned from every group now.
Oh my God. All right. Ohio?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Got that Viking vibe with it. Valhalla Drive.
Yeah, that's right. I just noticed that.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Jamie, how are you? This is Anthony. I was calling about your house on Valhalla. You filled out a form on my website saying you wanted to sell it. I'd love to talk to you about it. You can reach me at 239-292-5363. Hung up.
And Travis, hey man, Anthony, you might have to go after that California one, man. It's getting. I was just realizing. I mean, it is kind of 8 o'clock in some of those locations.
Yeah, no problem. Let's do Cali.
That New Jersey one, Kai. I don't think we can call that one. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're past breaking the law time.
That one you just called has been listed for 200 days.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna throw a couple more. I'm gonna while you're doing that, I'm gonna find some West Coast ones for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how are you? This is Anthony. I was calling about the property that you got for sale over on Peppermint.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can buy it because I was in a dispute with the park, and they just evicted me this morning.
They convicted you.
They evicted me.
Oh.
Me out of, yeah.
Do you own the property?
I own the mobile. I don't own the land I was renting.
Oh. Okay. So are you still thinking about selling it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. And what do you want to sell it for?
What do you want to give me? It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet.
Brother, I wish I could tell you a price, but when I go to Walmart to buy something, Walmart, I don't go to Walmart and say, "Hey, I want to buy this tuna for $1." They tell me what they want to sell it for. What do you want to sell it for? You're the seller. I'm the buyer.
Okay. I'm not too sure how it works. I've been told by my legal aid that I own it. I still have the paperwork on the mobile. I own it.
Okay.
But I have like 15 days to get all my stuff out, and after 15 days, they can put a lien and take control of my mobile. So whatever happens has to be done right away.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking at maybe $10,000, and that's it. Space 46 sold for $85,000, and it was only 750 square feet. Mine is 1,000 square feet.
Okay. So you said one just sold. You said how much did you pay for it?
I paid myself 20 years ago. I paid $27,000.
Okay. And you said one just sold for how much?
$85,000. It was a single wide 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Mine is a 2-bedroom with 2-bath.
$85,000. Okay. And that one just sold. And so are you behind on the lot fees, or why are they kicking you out?
Well, they said my lot was dirty, and then they said my dog was making noise.
Okay.
I was never behind in 18 years. Now they refused to take my rent in March, and they refused it in April, and then they went and did a eviction on me. Why it went through, I have no clue. We don't even know if they did sign for me, but they said it was, what they say was it was just kicked back. It wasn't denied, it was kicked back.
Okay.
So it's like, I just want to get the fuck out. I'm 71 years old. I can't put up with this shit anymore.
I understand.
I'm trying to be rude about it.
What year? I understand. What year is it?
I believe it's a 78.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
74 to 78.
Oh, man. You do any renovations to it at all?
It don't matter.
Not really. It's totally sound. The cabinets in the kitchen need to be replaced on the bottom because, mobile home instead of the particle board. Needs new carpet, new linoleum. That's about it.
Oh, man, I wish I could help you. It's not going to work out. It's too old. I appreciate you taking the call, though. I wish you good luck with it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All righty, bye. Was that all right?
I thought it was a 2000 model because it said online. I was like, hell yeah. The range, like if it's a 2000 and above, you could probably get 15, 20, whatever. But anything like that starts like.
And then what happens with him getting kicked out? Can
he just hadn't been paying rent and they were done with his ass.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically all they did was kick him out of the park. He can come get his mobile home out of there, but they know he's not going to. So they're just going to take control over that, and then they're just going to rent it out themselves.
Got it. Okay. All right. So even for like $5,000, it wouldn't be worth it.
It ain't worth nothing. It's gonna cost you $10,000 to move it and place it, and it's not literally. It's worth zero. It's like 70s models are worth zero.
Jesus.
I got it pulled up over here. I mean, it's old and it's ugly. I mean Yeah.
Okay. All right. That one's gone.
And just threw a couple more in there for you. So we got one in Vegas, Utah. We're gonna get you somebody.
Yeah, no worries. We'll do Vegas, right, RJ?
Yeah. It don't matter, brother.
Well, I heard you talking about Utah today on a call that I was.
We are west of Texas. Everything sucks. Let's get our teeth kicked in.
All right, let's do it.
Speaking of West Texas, I got 125 unit ink today.
What?
Nice.
Hell you.
Seller finance.
I'm not putting $1 into it.
Yeah, a closer would have got it for seller finance, but whatever.
I know. It's crazy because it's
Hey, Thomas, how are you? This is Anthony. I was calling about the property for sale over in Bella Vista. You filled out a form on my website. Is that property still for sale?
Yeah. We haven't even listed it yet.
Okay. Well, that's good then. You won't have to pay a commission if you deal with me.
Yeah, that's something that looks good. You'll have to excuse me. I have a chest cold.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Is now a good time to talk?
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
All right, great. So you're still selling the property? It's still for sale?
Yeah.
Okay. And
we haven't even put a sign up or anything yet.
Well, you might not have to do any of that. Let me ask you something. How much you want for the property?
Well, I had a real estate person say that the highest number is 280. So,
280.
Yeah, that's what we could get for it if we sold it, she says.
Okay.
And that's kind of what Zillow says too, and all that. I don't see, the thing is, when I sent that to you, I was just trying to see what the difference in monies would be. So I don't want to say I would take a lot lower or something.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I understand. Well, tell me what you got going on with the property. Or tell me what you got going on. What's going on over there that's wanting to make you sell it?
Well, I do want to move. I'm going to be moving to Southern California.
Okay.
So, it does need some repairs. It needs a couple new toilets and a plumber to check out the pipes, especially where the toilets are. Those, how do I explain it? Those shut-off valves on a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need replacing right now, so it's dangerous to have a toilet that might not stop, flooding.
Yeah, that could cause some serious problems.
Right. So, I mean, I know that's not a big deal, but there's a few plumbing issues like that where it's not a big issue, but it's stuff. And then the roof, I fixed the roof. We have an HOA here.
Okay.
And I responded to their note saying that you're missing some tiles on your roof. So I replaced them, but there wasn't the same color gray anymore. So they were harassing me for the last year and a half about that. And probably it could be solved just by painting the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They sell paints that you could, otherwise it would need a new roof. And the footprint's about 1,500 square feet, I think, here.
Okay.
But it's on a nice lot, and so it's sort of like a manufactured home at state park type little thing, gated.
Yeah.
But there's no gate that we open and close. It's open, but we have security driving around all the time.
So it's gated, but there's no guard there, right? They're just driving around in it.
Right. Yeah. There's the security that drives around as well.
Have you done any remodeling on it?
No. It still looks really good. I have people come over and stay, and they love staying here, and it's, and it's, everything seems, let's see, what can I do? I put in a new AC and heater at the same time, so they're a matching set for the AC and the heat.
Okay.
Because you need AC out here. I don't know where you are located.
I'm in Florida, but I buy property all over the country.
That's okay. So yeah, and the summers seem to be a little bit too much for me, I think. They can get up to be like 100, 110 for a lot of the summer days. So that's just a little bit too warm for me.
Yeah, I understand. I've been in Vegas in the summer. It's like being in an oven.
Yeah.
It's rough.
I have lived,
It's rough.
yeah, it is rough. And I've been here. It was my mom's property originally, and she passed away about 8 years ago. So I haven't been here, but maybe 8 of the years, 8 or 9 or 10. I haven't. I can't remember the exact date I came here, right off the top of my head, especially with my congestion right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I am a mess with the nasal and the chest. And it's just
Don't worry about it. It's going around.
Yeah, be careful. Don't get it.
Let me ask you something. Do you owe anything on it? Is it free and clear?
Right. No, the bank needs to be paid off, and there's 67,000 on that, I think.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you know how it works. I'm an investor, and so the way it works when you work with us is we gotta buy the property, but we have to look at it and do any kind of work to update it. What would you say to update it, about how much it would cost to update it? In your opinion, how much work would you need? Do you think it would need?
It's all good condition.
Yeah.
But aesthetically, you could keep the carpeting even, I think. The carpet still looks really good.
Yeah, no, we'd have to get rid of that carpet. Yeah,
it's a high quality one though, and we've always shampooed it, so it hasn't really been stained or anything. And you don't see a path where we've been walking. But yeah, if you replace that, and like I said, the roof and two toilets are in it. It's two master bedrooms and two bathrooms also.
Okay.
One has they're like two master bedrooms, and they're large, one on each end of the footprint, and then in between is the den, the dining, the kitchen, and the den also, living room and den. It's when my niece comes here, she loves to run through the house, so it doesn't seem small like a lot of those manufactured homes.
Okay.
Yeah, just only 1,500, I think, something like that.
So, so the way it works is, we have to buy it, and then we have to put money into it. And so let's say I have to put 30 grand into it, right? I also have to make money on that 30 grand, right? So if I was, to buy this for 150,000 as an example, and I had to put 30 or 40,000 into it, right? That's 190,000, and then I can't sell it for 190,000. I have to sell it for a little bit more than that and make some money, because I got to hire contractors, I got to manage the contractors, and for as long as I've been doing this, I still get screwed by contractors. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with contractors.
Well, that's another thing. I'm tired of dealing with all the professionals, the plumbers, the electricians,
the realtors. They suck.
They're all crooks. So.
Yeah, they're all crooks. Exactly. So the way it would work with me is we pay cash. You don't have to pay any closing costs. You don't have to pay any commissions. You don't have to deal with any contractors. You don't have to deal with any of that. So what would be the best that you could do if you didn't have to deal with any of that, and you could walk away in 30 days with cash in your hand, and I'd take care of all those problems.
Yeah.
And you can get to South Cali really quick.
Well, you've given me a lot to think about. Maybe I'll think about this, and you can check back with me tomorrow, maybe?
I'm ready to go now. Like, we can get this done tonight, and we can get this going, and I can get this out of your hands tonight.
Well, that's good to know, but let's see. Can I save this phone number that you just called me on?
Sure. What was the price that you gave me? You said, what did you say, 200?
Well, no, 280 is what my real estate gal was saying. I haven't signed or done anything with her yet.
Gotcha. Is that 280 the way it looks right now without any renovations?
It's what it's going for in this neighborhood, in this park right here, and it's one of the few that actually has a small two-car garage as well. So.
And is that one renovate? What's the address on that one? Did it sell for 280, or that's what they're asking for it?
No, that's this one that I'm in. That's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the value it's worth 280. But I really don't have time to wait if I don't have to. So that's why I was calling you to see if you were going to be something close, even maybe, or what.
Well, what's the best that you can do? Give me your best price, because I think the 280 is, they're assuming that, when you look at that on Zillow, Zillow's just, it's an algorithm that it's not a real number. They just use an algorithm, and they don't know that the property needs work,
But they always need work. Yeah, no, I don't know what I would expect to get paid from somebody that's paying cash and all that. Let me think about it, and I'll call you back tomorrow. How's that?
Yeah, sure. That'll work for me. That's fine. No problem. I don't want to pressure you, but
yeah, okay.
I also have limited cash, so if I find another seller looking to sell, I'm gonna allocate my money over to them. So I got the cash available now, and I'm looking to buy now.
Yeah. Well, let me give you a call tomorrow.
Okay.
But I don't even know your name yet.
My name is Anthony.
Anthony.
Yep.
Anthony Thomas.
Yep. NationHouseBuyers.com.
What does he need to think about?
Out of curiosity, I'm just wondering what is it? I'm just wondering what is it that you need to think about? Is it because
I don't want to be pressured. I just called to talk with you is all.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Right now. So
I understand.
But I do. I want to sell it fast. I do. So, but
yeah,
not immediately tonight fast.
Right. Well, we wouldn't kick you out. It would take about 30 days, for us to get through the process of it, inspecting the property and getting you, helping you get out of it and all that. So it's not like you're going to be out of there tomorrow or anything like that.
Okay. Well, good. Anthony, I'm glad we talked, and I'm not saying no or yes. I'm just wanted to think about it.
Sure.
I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
All righty. Okay, cool.
All right, partner.
Good night. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, talk to you later. Bye. All right.
Wait, so I regularly talk about my favorite types of sellers to talk to. That's my least favorite type of seller to talk to right there. At the end, it says, I'm not saying yes or no. To what, brother? We would just ask you how much you want.
Yeah, I know.
You can say yes or no too.
So I got the seller bucket cheat sheet over here that I made. So he's number 1, right? Or no, he's number 2. There is no motivation, but they want to sell it for retail.
I don't know who he is. He doesn't know who he is.
Okay.
Like, those people drive me crazy because I wouldn't have done any better. I would have probably pissed him off because I have to know what makes this dude tick. He's so indecisive about everything.
Right.
Dude, I'm like Travis. Hey, that's the guy right there where I would pop off and be like, how do you decide what you're going to eat at night?
Yeah.
Like, brother, I'm asking you how much you want. Like, damn, it would have made me feel better if you just would have stuck with the 280.
Yeah.
You just been like 280 because Zillow. That's what I'm selling it for. All right, well, at least you're decisive.
Could I have done anything better?
No, I
don't know with him.
Not with that guy. That wasn't going anywhere, man. I don't know if he's ready to actually sell, or I think this is just one of those things where he's gonna talk to everybody. He's gonna call 3 or 4 brokers, realtors, investors, fill it all out. But I will say this: your natural skill set and your tonality and the way that you handled that, it shined.
Awesome.
And there's a lot to take away here from all of the calls tonight. I mean, from even Travis getting on there. Dude, I didn't think that call right there, because you didn't get the result of what Edward got or what Sergio did earlier, was any worse. The result should not change what we do, and it should shine through your skill set and your ability right there. Personally, I think if you got Edward's lead that he got earlier, you close that just like Edward did.
Right.
You sounded great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
I mean,
up for doing
really-
another one. If you guys want to, we can try that Utah one.
Tyler Osborne over here wanted to know if you watched all of the modules in 2 days. That's first class, Tyler Osborne. So he's like, "Damn, what's happening over here?"
I am literally watching them from the minute I wake up. Like, I'm watching them on the way to the gym. I'm watching them driving around. I'm watching them. I'd walk about 15,000 steps a day. So I'm watching them during that. I'm just drilling through them.
Yeah.
So whoever, I just checked my comments on my Facebook because I have it live on there. Whoever said my head gets smaller, appreciate y'all.
Hey, you didn't see that earlier in the chat. I was like, when you were writing out the contract, and you were like, "You can't see me. I'm a bodybuilder." I said, bodybuilder, and I said I'd be a bodybuilder too if I was 5'2".
Whatever, dude.
I've been laughing a lot today. It's been fun. But yeah, if either you guys, Travis, RJ, you guys can bounce, definitely can. And if you want to call those ones, I'll hang out with you.
Andy, go ahead, man. Let's hit that Utah one and let's wrap up.
Yeah, that'll be the last one. We'll do the Utah one. All right, let's do that one. Is the phone coming through okay? Can everybody hear it all right?
It sounds great.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Man, this is awesome. This was a ton of fun.
Hell yeah, I want to do this again. This is freaking cool. What better way to do it than get thrown right into the lion's den?
For real.
Best way.
Thank you for calling Frank Linhart with Gemstone Custom Homes and Gemstone Properties. I am unavailable right now to answer your call. If you will please leave me
That's an investor, bro.
Yeah, he's done. Okay.
All right, fucking call Darlene. One more.
Minnesota?
Yeah, it's only 8 something there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the last one for you, though.
6,
But I want to get you one.
7.3, 6.
Hi, you reached Darlene. Sorry I can't get to the phone. Please leave me a message. I'll call you back just as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.
Hi, Miss Darlene. This is Anthony. I was calling about the property that you've got for sale over on 4th. You filled out a form on my website, and I just wanted to get back in touch with you, talk to you about the property, and buy it from you. Give me a call whenever you have a chance. I'm at 239-292-5363. Again, 239-292-5363. I look forward to talking with you. Bye.
All right, Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Take a word of my advice.
Yeah.
You had a good call. We got to call it, bro. I
All
did
right,
this
let's go.
last time
Yeah.
on the boiler room, bro. We didn't get
Ride
a
or die. We're
contact.
doing
I
this
was
no
like-
matter what. We're good.
I was like, we're gonna keep going. And then like an hour and a half later, I was just so mad at myself because there was like, am I literally looking up Hawaii leads on Speed to Lead? Like, how long? Kai was over there like his eyes were rolling in the back of his head. It's like, RJ, give up, man. It's not happening. It's 10 o'clock. Listen, I thought everybody was awesome tonight.
This
man.
is a great night.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I did this. I learned
No,
so
you did
much from
great,
all
man.
of you guys tonight, and everybody else on here. It was awesome.
Yeah, definitely love to see you in again. And yeah, you still have all those leads that it got too late that we weren't able to call them. So
Thank you, brother.
definitely put your name in the bucket again, and keep calling.
Did y'all pick up that that Edward? The guy said 65.
Yes.
But Edward said 60. Did y'all pick up on that?
I did, and I'm glad you brought that up. That was
slick as shit.
That was a very slick move by Ed. That was very slick.
That was slick as shit. And
Yeah.
then that was a great night. I learned so much. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for doing this and having me here.
For
I'm
sure, man.
sending you that deal too, RJ. Y'all get dispo the hell out of that.
Yes. I'm excited for all of those deals.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys both coming on. And guys, if you want to put your name in the bucket, we do this every other Wednesday. So not next week, but Wednesday after. It's free. You don't gotta do shit. You just gotta show up and make the calls. But this is a lot of fun. What do you guys think?
Dude, well, first of all, I mean, I think Travis showed off how confident you can actually be when you are actually a buyer. And this is what I always tell all of the wholesalers that are new. Like, you have to find a way to tap into that spirit of being the buyer. And it really showed off with Travis, kind of just the way that he was navigating that, joking with the seller. Just a lot of personality. I thought that was awesome. Sergio, just right out of the gates, I mean, there was a lot of pressure on him. And that was the most difficult call out of all of them. I don't think many people understand how difficult that was, what he did at the beginning of that call, getting that seller to open up. I thought that was the most impressive moment of the entire night. And then Edward, I mean, just obviously a great lay down lead, didn't mess it up. And that's the key on those, right? Don't get in the own way. It's like Travis said, I've seen guys before just start completely screwing it up because they feel like they have to do something. I've seen it. Seen it in the Closers Olympics where we start making up names and doing other stuff. And then the investor's like, dude, who are you? What are you talking about? I'm out. So overall, man, just great. And love what you put together here, Kai. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Sergio impressed the hell out of me. I agree. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize, like you said, like most people would be like, okay, click, but it's probably going to be a deal. Yeah. And he laid it up. Like, I was just joking around. Like, I just got it, like, this much of it to the finish line. That's it. He did 98% of that. So, yeah.
Travis, on that note, on that deal, I don't think people understand the fact that he got them to come down from 110,000 to 60 without really ever talking about numbers.
Yep.
That's the impressive part about what he did there. And it shows to me that he's been putting in the reps and the work of what we always talk about. And you can see when someone's putting in the work there. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, we were all talking in the chat, like, don't forget the price, and like he just completely like took. I mean, that's hard too, being live like this and taking that coaching and like just being. I mean, I was impressed.
I wish we could have actually shown what we were doing in the chat, but literally, guys, I mean, there was a full on like coaching session going on in the chat where it was like, be patient, let them talk, let them keep going, more motivation, more questions about, stop talking about numbers, stop talking about money, peace of mind. Like we were literally just typing the same words, like, ask him about the peace of mind. Ask him about, would 35,000 a peace of mind be worth it? And then that's when we found out the actual true problem was he needed 60,000 for that house. That was it. It was honestly, this is one of my most favorite things I've ever done live, and I've done a lot of these. This was awesome.
Nice, man. Me as well. But no, that was it was a great call. You guys said, I think just you guys go back, listen to that one, watch the replay. Like how that call started. Like, so it was just the guy was super, super defensive, just like meh, like fucking tax price. And then at the end, from love, he loved Sergio, loved Travis even more. I think you want to start a truple or whatever you call it. But yeah, he was they're all about you at the end. You guys are best friends. And just shows just sticking with it and hanging in there. And another little I thought was a funny gold nugget or a little tidbit there was just that like his partner was there the whole time. He's there in the background just listening. And like it's funny how often that happens. You just don't think, oh, I gotta talk to him. Like
guy came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just all of a sudden voice changed. Like, whoa.
Yeah. And one other thing is what people forget is they needed a solution to their problem. Mm-hmm. So I was like, how can we fix this but get our price? you know, and hey, will she take this down? At the end, he's probably like, yeah, she probably will, you know.
I love the fact at the end, he goes, at one point in time, he told you, well, she can't do anything with $10,000 down. And then he goes, hey, you know, $15,000 cash in her pocket, that's a lot of cash.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how this tune changed over the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's just wild. And again, yeah, shout out Leadzilla. Guys, definitely go check them out. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw it firsthand. So, and then, yeah, guys, real quick, if anyone doesn't follow you guys, where's the best way for people to find you guys online so they can follow and see all the cool shit you're both doing?
Go ahead, Trav.
Okay. Facebook's the best place for me. People respond on my other crap, but I do all my Facebook stuff. So just DM me. It's me. So
there you go. YouTube for me. Listen, every single day, I think I just passed 470 straight days of releasing a long form video. I don't plan on stopping. This was today's video, so thanks, Kai. Yet this was actually easier. I didn't have to come up with ideas or anything. I just got to be me. So this was awesome. But that's the best place for sure.
Love it. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope to see you guys in the bucket next time. And you guys keep crushing it one day at a time.